I hope conferences are going exceptionally well. I haven't heard much, so I'm assuming they're going really, really well. And I hope everybody's adjusting to our new set of circumstances. I wanted to send a video message to everybody because I have an idea for keeping us connected, and to share just a couple of reminders, updates this way instead of typing it. Please remind kids that there's no school tomorrow, and there'll only be school next Monday and Tuesday. And then I hope all of you enjoy your Thanksgiving vacation, and enjoy all the goodies and the feasts and family time. What I've been working on is I'm working on truancy letters going out. We have quite the list. Before I was very careful with who I sent them to kind of get my feet wet and kind of go through the process myself. This time though, I think I'm going to send them to all 112 of them, I think, just because with the first round, we had quite the turnaround with about 2/3 of the students that received the first truancy letter did not receive the second one. So that's awesome. So I'm kind of hoping for that type of result with this set. But those will not be sent until after Thanksgiving. But anyway, just remember that if any of you need me for anything, please call or text or email. Most have been texting or just calling me, which is awesome because I love to hear your voices. Okay, so I have an idea. I have an idea for keeping us connected as a staff. And for those of you willing to participate, I will just be super thrilled. And those of you that don't, that's okay too. You can just skip. But I'm going to kick it off. And here is what I think, or at least I'm suggesting that we try, is so I've heard, I don't quite know, but I've heard that kids on Snapchat, I think, have something to where they keep a conversation going as long as possible and they get streaks. So what if we do something like that? So I'm going to kick it off with this video message to all of you. And in it, I'm going to share a funny story or an embarrassing moment or anything with all of you. And then I'm going to tag one of you. And then if you're willing to accept that challenge, then the next day or two, you'll reply to all in this message, in this email thread, you'll reply to all with your video message of a funny story, an embarrassing moment, or anything that helps us understand and know you a little better. And then you'll tag someone to go next. So my challenge is, let's see if we can keep this going until we return to the building as a staff, because it'd be kind of fun and in a simple way of keeping us connected during this time. So here is my embarrassing, funny story. Although I have dozens that I could choose from because I embarrass myself all the time. But here's one. As most of you know, I'm a huge rock hounder. Very much believe in the energy in crystals and minerals and rocks and so forth. So there are spots I have throughout the United States that I know where very particular stones are. Well, in the foothills by Huntington, Oregon, there is one of my favorite crystal spots where it's nothing but quartz and Oregon opal and jasper. And so my soul sister and I, we go there during kind of these months because we don't have to worry about rattlesnakes. But it is straight up. It is if you want to get to the crystals and the opal, you're going straight up. And it takes from the bottom of the foothill to the top about an hour and 15 minutes to get up there. So anyway, last year on one of our mini trips up there, we get to the top and we're filling our huge packs with rocks. We always do. We're just filling them because when you get up there, it's like the mother lode. And you're just filling it all up and we're stuffing our pockets. And on our way down, which takes double the time because it's so steep, got my walking stick and, I have all this weight on my back and my pants, are hanging down because my pockets are all full. Everything that can hold a rock is holding a rock. And so my soul sister, she's just like, don't look down. Don't look down. And I know what she means because she knows that if I see a rock that I'm going to want to figure out a way to pick it up too. And so on the way down, I look down and there's this beautiful family of crystals in one stone. And I'm like, I have to go for it. I have to go for it. And so with my walking stick, and I'm trying to get down to it, and I just get it in my hands, and I go boop, forward, right over. Backpack takes me right down, and I can't get up. And that's exactly why she tells me to never look down, because she doesn't want to come save me. And so I flip over, can't take the pack off because I'll never get it back up. So I'm on the ground. So then, of course, my soul sister, Lori, she's just, dropping the F-bomb a little bit and is like, I told you, and now I have to double back up to save you. And so she gets up to me and, this long ordeal of her trying to get me up, and she goes down. And I hear a few more choice words, and she's a little upset with me, and all because of this one little stone that was about that big, but it was just so perfect. And we're both on the ground, and neither one of us can get up, and it's muddy, and we're sliding, and it is quite the show. And there is a boulder that is about 15 yards away, and here these two middle-aged women on all fours with backpacks, and we are literally climbing on the ground to the boulder to get ourselves back up to an upright position. And when we get up, she looks at me square in the eye and she says, if you find another rock and you go over, you are completely and utterly on your own. So that would be my funny story to share with all of you today. And I am going to tag Mr. Dugan for the next funny story. Okay, talk to y'all later. Have a really, really, really great afternoon.